No, this is live. This is, this is going to be one cut.
Unscripted.
Yeah, unscripted, loose.
Okay.
So welcome everybody. This is podcast number 3 for Gordy's podcast. And I've got special guests from Picklebali, TJ and Mila.
Hi.
Hello.
The founders of Pickleball. Now, I was expecting to interview Dylan and Evan, but I found out subsequently that these are the guys that are the movers and shakers behind Picklebali. So, who wants to kick off? Tell me a little bit about Picklebali.
Sure. Evan and Dylan are the models, I think. So we got a lot of models out there. Sure. How do we start this story? I'm from Canada. My name's TJ. My partner's from Costa Rica.
I'm Mila.
Mila. We've been living in Bali for about 3 years now. Anyway, we started playing pickleball kind of recreationally. Basically, maybe a year after we got there, my mom had come over, and it was kind of a way for us to just honestly see my entire family regularly, because that's just kind of the way that we are. And at that point, we didn't really even know what pickleball really was. We were just kind of, we didn't know any of the rules. We would just kind of get out there, smash the ball, and it was good fun. And so we had this really small crew, playing in the blazing heat, because there's barely any. There was one court at the time. You're kind of off in the corner. The tennis, courts, they got nice ceilings and everything's good, but the pickleball is just kind of rejected out in the parking lot. And anyway, so what happened was there was a friend that we had got to play, and he let us know that there was a tournament, the World Pickleball Championship tournament here in Bali, and we were like, no way, next week, and we were like, what? What are the odds of that? So we're like, all right, let's sign up. We thought we were pretty good. We've been playing every day.
Sorry to interrupt. Have you seen Evan? He's supposed to be playing.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Maybe
you'll have to introduce yourself on camera.
Yeah, we're recording a podcast.
Oh my God.
Yeah, come in.
Hello. Sorry to interrupt. We have a player MIA.
John, one of the original team
Evan
members.
Zubik is missing his game, so he's going to walk off.
He's got the Picklebali. There it is.
Yeah, represent.
John's been playing very well this morning.
Thank you.
Oh, this afternoon now, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to go find Evan.
Yeah, maybe call Dylan. Evan. I know his room's down there to the right, but I don't know the number.
Okay.
Don't try too hard. Okay.
Yeah, so back to the story.
Anyway, so a friend who's not here, but also a good friend of John's, he told us, hey, there's a tournament next week, and it's the World Pickleball Championship. We thought, what are the odds of that in Bali? That's ridiculous, because we were the only people who played. So we're like, all right, let's sign up. Anyway, we signed up. We went there, got our butts handed to us. We signed up in open, because we thought open. That's like everybody, right?
Yeah.
Got absolutely...
It's inclusive.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody.
Right? Got there and we're like, what is going on? 15-1, 11-1, 11-2. Anyway, had a hell of a time. Had so much fun. Actually learned what pickleball was, learned the rules, learned everything, and got addicted, essentially. So we learned about WPC and how there was all these, there was not as many, but there were tournaments in Asia, and we thought, wow, this is really cool. Maybe we can travel and kind of play pickleball, and it also gave us an opportunity to get closer to some of the locals. Basically, Dewey, who's one of our sponsored players, he won that tournament. And
he's a great player.
He's a really good player, yeah. So the Indonesians are really good players, and it gave us a chance to kind of get close to them, and it was really interesting that way. So that was basically it. It kicked off. It started off kind of, we had a group, me, my brothers, Mila, their girlfriends, John, small group, traveling around, and we learned about the team events, and we were basically like, what do we name our team? And it just started Picklebali, that came up and that stuck, and that's all it was for the most of the time. Then we made shirts. Then we started thinking, okay, maybe we can make this into something that's systematized in a business, and we can give back. Anyway, it just kind of grew into this thing where we started bringing players and sponsoring players and bringing them around to tournaments, and now we're producing merch, and it's just gone out of control now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it started with the team name, and it's grown into
a
exactly.
company.
Wow.
And a very big thing is in Indonesia. We lived in Bali, and one of the things that made it so special is the people in Bali. They're very charismatic, and one of the rules, if you're a Balinese, is that you have to give back to the community. So everybody has a role within that community, whether it's that you play the music in the weekly ceremonies or you train kids. And when we started to travel within Indonesia, it was so touching to see one of the players that you're gonna meet in 50 Pros, Annie, taking
Annie, yeah,
Annie
I know
Susanna,
Annie.
taking all her salary as a teacher and reinvesting that to give the opportunity to these kids to travel and to play. And we learn about other people like Aji, who is one of the referees at this event,
And Chuck, shout out to Chuck.
Chuck is. Have you met Chuck?
No.
He's like the man in
He's
Indonesia.
the man.
He kind of, the origin story, I won't spoil it, but essentially he's on the faculty, I think, of UNJ, which is a university in Indonesia. For whatever reason, they went to somewhere in Ohio or something, the States, for some athletic event, and he saw pickleball, and then he came back and was like, I want to spread this. So he got sponsorship money, bought a bunch of nets, and he went, basically just traveled around Indonesia and just dropped, like, here's some nets, here's some paddles, here's how you play. So he kind of started the whole thing in Indonesia.
In Indonesia?
Yeah, all these players that are really good out of nowhere, he had his hand in almost all of that.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool. Anyway, the stories of these people, as we learned, are pretty
it
cool.
was very fascinating. And a lot of the really good players will take the time to train with us and coach us. And we're like, what? But you're like, the champion. You don't usually see that in any other sport where, the pros are playing with the very beginning people. And from there, we begin to get really immersed into the culture and learning the language and how do we take what we know from the Western world and mix it with the Balinese culture and make sure that we're not just faking, That's a very big philosophy that we have in our company, that we're in Indonesia and we're enjoying all the beauty, the people that Indonesia has. It's our responsibility to make sure that we leave it better than it was, and that's part of what we intend to do with our profits. Reinvest part of the profits to give the opportunity to players, which Tia, go say hi to the camera. Tia is 18 and she's one of our upcoming players who probably never would have had the opportunity to travel, and now she's gone to 4 or 5 countries in the last year to play.
And that's all because of you guys and the company.
Yeah, I mean,
that's basically, she's a great player, but the support of the people who buy our products allows us to be able to do that.
exactly. I mean, I was going to say, when we make profit. Right now, it's a lot of, like, basically everything's going back in and then some to the. But hopefully, we can take, like, our business, because we both, we've had some businesses in the past done pretty well. Hopefully, we can take that and, reinvest that here and make an opportunity, or make, like, kind of an opportunity machine for these Indonesian players. And it's been a give and take, too. Like Mila said, they've helped us a lot. And even before we gave anything, they were really inclusive, which, sometimes in pickleball or anything, people don't want to play with lower level players or anything like that. Right? But it was never like that, and there was no money asking at the beginning or anything. It was all just from the goodness of their heart, and we felt it was really touching. And so now we're trying to kind of, figure out how we can get this going so that, we can make really high quality products, at a good value, good price point, and then take some of that revenue and reinvest it. So every sale basically goes towards sponsoring players or investing in basically just growing pickleball.
Wow. Now I heard you before. I'm wearing one of your tops. I'm wearing a cap, and you've also got a range of paddles over on the bench there. And I heard you talking about the different makes. So you've got the 14 mil, the 16 mil. So why don't you take us through some of the paddles that you offer?
Sure. So we got one shape right now. It's a hybrid shape. So it's like a double black diamond shape. 6-0, so it's the 16.3 by the 7.7 inches, and then that comes in 14 millimeter and 16 millimeter, and it comes either in carbon fiber surface or Kevlar. So basically, one shape, 2 thicknesses, and 2 different surface materials. So it's similar. They're all pretty similar. It's a really good all-court paddle. So it's got a low swing weight. It's really maneuverable, big sweet spot. And then you get a little bit of variation if you want more durability. If you want longer lasting spin, you take the Kevlar. If you want even more maneuverability and a little more pop, you take a 14 millimeter. But that's our pickleball paddle. It's the Garuda. So the Garuda is like a legendary bird in Hindu mythology. So we took that from Indonesia, and that's what we're running with.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Now, I guess because there's so many in the family,
Yeah.
is there a bit of rivalry when it comes to who's got bragging rights on the court, or does Mila have that? Do you kick the boys' ass?
Well,
Where do we start?
It sounds like you might, huh?
well, here's the thing. I started playing almost a year
Yes.
later than everybody else.
Ah,
color?
right.
And so, ironically, I am the least skilled player in the team. Yeah.
For now.
For now.
Yeah.
But I have a high level of commitment and been training a lot, so I think that it won't be like that for a very long time. But the boys definitely, they're brought to pickleball what they know how to do. They're very disciplined and methodical about everything, so they have been improving incredibly fast. Yeah.
So when it comes to, I guess, training and things, how many hours a week would you be training?
Do I need to return in Korea or in Bali to get the
TJ and I probably train the most. Between 4 to 5 times a week we do drill sessions, and we have a personal coach, we and Tia, they're our coaches. So we do that in the mornings, and then 2 to 3 times in the evenings we do 2 to 3 times a week in the evenings we do games. So we either do them with our team, or sometimes we travel to Ubud and we play with the other large that exists there, where they have some really good players as well.
Awesome.
So a fair amount.
Fair enough. So Mila was just telling me about how
Discount.
training.
Again.
And I must say that TJ had an injury for the last 6 months. He
There's
had
my
a spine
brothers today.
surgery.
Yes, they're going there.
So TJ hasn't played a tournament since we played in China last year. So
Well, I only missed one tournament because there was just APO. But I had I injured my back about 6 months ago.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I had a herniated disc, L5S1, but it kind of got better, but then I started pushing it, and I went to 2 tournaments, one in Hong Kong and one in Dalian, China, and I was just taking a lot of ibuprofen. Anyway, I pushed it too far, and then after that, I got in really bad shape. Couldn't walk, couldn't sit, couldn't really do anything for 3 months. She had her family down in Bali, and we couldn't even go out for dinner. I just had to lay it. I was just pretty much just debilitated. So anyway, long story short, we kind of got over that hump now, and it's just, it's great to be back. I'm really grateful. Even just to be able to play. Yeah. Actually, it's given me a whole new look on pickleball, because I think I was taking it a little too serious before, and being really hard on myself, trying to get really good really quick, training. Yeah. Still want to get better, but now I'm just happy I can play.
Yeah. Now Mila and TJ, what do you think Carmelina Beach was?
Amazing. Yeah, really impressed. Really impressed with the courts and the construction, honestly, because we've been looking into building a small facility, and I've been learning, because I don't know anything about a little bit about architecture, and the way that they've designed the courts here is unreal. I think like world class.
And it's amazing, isn't it? Well, like what I found was, as soon as you came into the driveway, it's like you were coming into this amazing place.
magical course.
It's right by the beach.
Yeah.
The courts are unbelievable.
Yeah, the whole resort's really amazing, actually. Yeah, it's like, there's so much here. There's like paintball over there. There's a huge garden with ducks, and there's like an arcade, and there's karaoke, and there's really nice rooms. And
Karaoke?
the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't discovered that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There's karaoke rooms.
There's other than ping pong. It's like a whole center over there, and so the whole thing's been mind blowing, and I haven't really even seen a tenth of it. So wow.
It really is a place where your whole family can be entertained if you come here, which is really hard to find. High level pickleball, but entertainment for the rest of the family, and good food, so a great service.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's probably the staff that are like really hitting the head here, don't they? Every staff member's so friendly, and they go out of their way to make sure you're happy.
Seriously, we had like a couple of small hiccups, not with anything of the staff here, but everybody, we got so much help with everything. We just texted them, and then we had 3 people helping us, making sure that it got fixed. So it's been, amazing.
Awesome. Well, it's been super nice to meet you, both. This has been awesome.
Yeah.
So Picklebali, everybody, look out for them. and they're obviously doing great things and giving a lot back to the community. So this has been fantastic to meet the team. Thank you, and we'll see you next time for Gordy's podcast.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.